Parent representative of Nathan Gruel to registration. Parent representative of Nathan Gruel to registration, please.
All right, we got our riders out on the first obstacle. Ameriprise full tilt on today's parade lap. If we could please get everybody rise, face the flag down at South End Arena, proudly flying over all the events here at Rum River BMX. Here's today's parade lap and your national anthem. Thanks, Ameriprise, for today's parade lap. We're going to open things up for a balance bike. Balance bike riders, head on out. You can get going on your warm-ups. Motos are posted. Check out your motos online. Go to rumriverbmx.com. Click on the live moto link at the top of the page. Any corrections, get them on up to registration. You got about 5 minutes for corrections. Double check your moto. Make sure you're in the right class, right proficiency. If you don't see your rider right away, double check. There might be more than 8 riders in the group. Again, you got about 5 minutes for corrections. Quick reminder on the upcoming schedule. Next weekend, close for the holiday weekend. Then we go to our summer schedule. After the holiday weekend, going to be Monday practices, Tuesday, Thursday racing, leaving the weekends open for the state qualifiers, Gold Cup qualifiers, and nationals in the area. Minnesota State Series keeps rolling on after the holiday weekend. New Ulm and Mankato hosting stop number 2 and 3 on the State Series. Make sure to be following the Minnesota State Series on Facebook for all of your upcoming state qualifier, Gold Cup qualifiers. Once again, watch for that schedule change coming up right after next weekend. Going to Monday practice, Tuesday, Thursday racing here at RUM. Also, we're always looking for more volunteers here at Rum River BMX. If you're interested in volunteering, come find Kara. She is our volunteer coordinator. Whether you're looking for a shift in concessions out on the track or you want to give your hand at the mic, come on, talk to Kara. Get yourself signed up for volunteering. We're going to draw a balance bike warm up to a close. Get set to go with a balance bike racing. All right, real quick before we get going with balance bike racing today, something we're going to start doing is recognizing riders that hit cool milestones last year in the racing season. Remington is our balance bike rider that we're going to recognize. He raced 50 balance bike races here at Rum River in 2024. So you get this cool award to remember it by. So first, come here. First, we're going to look at Samantha. She's going to take a picture. Can you turn it like that? Now look at Dad. He probably wants a picture. Congratulations, 50 balance bike races here at Rum last year. Keep an eye out. We'll be awarding different riders at different races coming up, so stay tuned for more. Balance bike racing getting set to go, getting staged up. Again, don't forget our schedule changes after next weekend, going to Monday practice, Tuesday, Thursday racing. We will be closed on Memorial Day. Kicking off the summer schedule with Tuesday night racing, Thursday night racing. Also keep an eye on all the outdoor tracks trying to get up and running. Pineview should be opening soon. Crow will be opening soon. New Ulm already racing. I believe Faribault opened today. There was a repost, so double check your motos. All track officials, you should be out on the track so we can get rolling with balance bike racing. All track officials. Moto number 1 underway. This is 5-year-old balance bike, Zerwax, Maddox, Ike, and Kleindon. Total Point Racing here rolling their way down around corner number 3 as they rock their way down the final straight. Battle on for that top spot. Got the 463 of Maddox trying to hold on to the top spot. The 773 of Ike on a surge coming by. Going to be Ike with the 1, Maddox with the 2, and the 582 bike of Kleindon coming through with the 3. Four-year-old balance bike on the track. Only 2 riders in this group today. They're going to run 3 rounds total point. Crank Lab colors leading the way. That's Jacob Groulet on point, leading the way around corner number 3. Got Zoe Chamberlain sitting on that 2 spot. As they work their way down the final stretch, Groulet bringing it home. Going to cross up the table, grabbing that top spot around number 1. Chamberlain going to get the 2. 3-year-old balance bikes, got a whole gaggle of them in the house today. 11 riders total. They're going to go transfer racing. Top 2 from each rack. Moving on to that main event. Rack number 1 getting set to go. Got Linge, Helms, Scheel, Orvis, Mogason, and Cromie. Again, when we get above 8 riders, got to go to transfer racing. Rack number 1 on the track, working their way down into corner number 3. I believe that's the 272 bike out front. Chevy Shield from Harris, Minnesota, leading the way around corner number 3 as all the riders try to work their way down and around the corner. It's all the 272 bike out front. Chevy Shield going to pick up that first transfer spot. Second spot coming across the table, got the 309 bike of Lennon Mogensen. Going to grab that second transfer. Rest of the riders will be back for round number 2, trying to find that way into that main event.
The next rack, Schaefer is missing a plate. 208 is missing his plate.
Rack number 2 set to go. Clark, Southbloom, Schaefer, Donahue, and Pruden. Heading down into corner number 3. They're all weebling and a wobbling, working their way down the final stretch. Believe that's the 107 bike of Donahue out front, leading the way, coming down the final stretch. Donahue going to pick up that first transfer spot. One more spot available. Got the 594 bike. Clark going to cross the line, grabbing that second transfer. Now for our 2-year-old balance bikes.
You guys ready for transfers?
Two-year-old balance bikes working their way down the straight. Got Yvetich, Holmgren, Praziak, and Ike. If I'm butchering your name, let me know. It's a whole lot of consonants and vowels in these names. Coming on down the final stretch, got 2 riders on a breakaway, the 252 of Yvetich and the 215 of Holmgren. Side by side up onto the table, going to be the 252 of Yvetich. Dropping down, taking the first. Holmgren with the 2. Prazak and Ike still out on the track. Believe that's Ike over having some trouble dropping down into the corner. Got the 358 bike of Prazak on that 3 spot. Razak going to grab the 3 spot this round. Dakota Ike getting a little help from Dad. Just 2 years old, out here trying the big track. She'll get a 4 for this round. Round 2 for 5-year-old balance bikes. Total Point Racing working their way down around corner number 3. Zerwas, Maddox, Ike, and Kleindon. Coming on down the final stretch, it's a 773. Ike out front, leading the way, coming to line. Ike going to hold on for that 1 spot. Going to be Maddox with the 2, Kleindon with the 3. And Zerwas with the 4. Four-year-old balance bikes on the track. 2 riders strong, working their way down into corner number 3. Out front, it's Crank Lab Colors from Maplewood, Minnesota. Jacob Groulet leading the way. Working their way down the final stretch. He gives a look over his shoulder, sees where his friend's at. As they come on down the final stretch, going to be Groulet getting the 1 again this round. Chamberlain working her way down the final straight. She's going to get the 2 spot. Heartbreak round for 3-year-old balance bikes. We got 4 riders in the gate. Only 2 going to move on to the main event. Linge, Helms, Orvis, Cromie. 4 riders locked and loaded. 2 spots in the main event. Working their way down the front side into corner number 3. Inside rider working his way out to the front of the pack. He started late, got back on the gas and the go fast. Takes over that top spot, coming on down the final stretch. Again, 2 of these riders moving on. I believe that's the 801 bike of Brixton Cromie out front. Had a late start, but a huge surge. Cromie coming to the line, going to grab that first transfer spot. Got the 585 of Helms trying to hold on to that second transfer. Bringing it up the table and down to the line. Going to be the 585 of Mason Helms picking up that second transfer. 400 bike of Orvis going to grab a Freezy Pop today. And the 586 bike of Linge going to grab that second Freezy. Second rack of 3-year-old balance bikes. 3 riders in this one. Got 2 of them moving on to that main event. Battle on for those transfer spots as they work their way down around corner number 3. Southbloom, Schaefer, and Prudon coming on down the final stretch. Out front, it's the 253 bike. Prudon leading the way. Up and over the table, going to grab that first transfer spot, followed by the 776 bike of Southbloom. Southbloom going to cross the line, grabbing that second transfer. Schaefer going to make his way down the straight, grabbing up that Freezy Pop today.
Chris, you ready for transfers?
2-year-old balance bikes locking and loading. Yvetich, Holmgren, Prazak, and Ike. Gate comes down, working their way down into corner number 3. Looks like just 3 riders answering the call. Coming on down the final stretch. There's a battle out front, working their way down the line. On the outside, that's the 215 bike taking over the top spot. That's Cruz Holmgren. Got the 252 on the inside of Yvetich. Back on the gas, going to be Yvetich with the 1. Holmgren with the 2. Looks like Ike packing it up for the day. Got the 358 bike of Prazak coming through on the 3. There he makes it, going to grab the 3 for this round. Time for balance bike main events. Round at number 3 set to go. 5-year-old balance bikes. This is a 2, 4, 6, 8 total point race as they work their way down into corner number 3. Ike sitting on 2 perfect laps so far. Got Maddox with 4 points, Kleindon with 6, and Zerwas with 8. As they work their way down the final stretch, going to be the 463 leading the way, coming to the line. He's going to cross first this round, taking the overall 2. Ike going to cross second with the overall 1. The 582 bike of Kleindon going to pick up the overall 3. Zerwas coming through. She's going to get the 4 spot for today. Four-year-old balance bikes on track. Got Groulet and Chamberlain working their way down into corner number 3. It's Jacob Groulet out front. He's got 2 perfect laps so far. Looking to do it one more time. Couple peeks over the shoulder, see where the competition's at. Popping a couple wheelies, getting some air, doing it with style, crossing the line. Goulet going to get the win today. Zoe Smalls-Chamberlain coming through, going to grab the 2 spot. Time for the 3-year-old main event. 8 riders loading up in the gate, all qualified to get here. 1 lap to figure it out. Helms, Shield, Mogason, Cromie, Clark, Southbloom, Donahue, and Prudon. Coming down around corner number 3, all right, riders keeping it rubber side down, coming down the final stretch. Got the 107 bike out front. That's Liam Donahue. He's on a breakaway, gonna pick up the win today. Battle still on for the rest of the podium as we got the 594 bike sitting on the 2, gonna cross and take the second. The 309 bike with the 3. So that's Donahue picking up the win. Clark with the 2, the 309 bike of Mogason picking up the 3. Round number 3 of the 2-year-old balance bikes got Yvetich, Holmgren, Prazak working their way down into corner number 3. This is a 2-4-6 total point race between these 3. As they head on down the final stretch out front, looks like we got the 215 bike. That's Holmgren on point, leading the way, coming across the table. Got the 252 of Yvetich sitting on that 2 spot. It's going to be the Holmgren crossing first, getting the overall 2 for the day. The 252 of Yvetich crossing second with the overall 1. Prazak going to pick up the overall 3 as he makes his way down the final stretch. One last obstacle to go. There, he rolled it this time. He's going to get the 3. That's going to do it for our balance bike racing today. Listen up for your riders meeting. Sunday Funday Racing set to go. Got 66 motos in the house at BMX built, kicking things off. Junior Gal Dash, rack number 1, locked and loaded. Ray, Chamberlain, Schweigert, Vanderheyden, Oren, Sandman, and Reichel. 15 riders in the mix for this group today. They're going 3 rounds to a main event. As they work their way down into corner number 1, it's Ameriprise Full Tilt colors out front. That's Vanderheyden leading the way down the second straight. Got to have the 58 bike of Schweigert on the 2 spot. Crazy Legs sitting on the 3. As they work their way down into corner number 3, it's all Vanderheyden out front leading the way. Schweigert trying to find a way to get on by as they come on home. Going to be Vanderheyden with the 1, Schweigert with the 2, Sandman with the 3. Second rack of the junior gals up on the hill. Got a full rack in this one. Garski, Lanigan, Voss, Schroyer, Cordell, Mings, Larson, and Brotzel. They're 3 wide at the stripe coming down the front side into corner number 1. On the inside edge, looks like Larson leading the way. Got Level Up colors hot on her heels as they work their way down the second straight. It's all Larson out front coming around corner number 2. Garski in some traffic, held back to that 3 spot as they come around corner number 3. The Assassinator leading the way, bringing it home. Gonna be Larson grabbing up the 1 this round. The 15, Lanigan with the 2. Garski with the 3. Ladies Dash up on the hill. 6 riders in the mix today. They're going 3 rounds total points. Elin, Boker, Henry, McCulley, Leach, and Stokel working their way down the front side into corner number 1. Looks like S-squared colors out front. Boker leading the way coming on down the second straight. Got Chaotic Kendall sitting on that 2 spot. Stokel on the 3. Single file working their way down into corner number 3. It's all Boker out front leading the way coming on home. Boker going to grab the 1 this round. Elin with the 2. Stokel with the 3. Season Senoritas up on the hill. Got Peterson, Beebe, Engbird, and Lee. Looks like Peterson out to that early lead, leading the way into corner number 1. Engbird sitting on that 2 spot. Bent rim colors sitting 3 and 4. As they sort things out down into corner number 2, it's all the 4 bike out front of the Savage Peterson. Heading on down through corner number 3. Peterson leading the way, wire to wire this round. She's looking to pick up the 1 spot this round. Engberg going to grab the 2. The Gold Cup 3 bike of BB going to grab the 3. And the 8 ride of Lee with the 4. Junior Dogs got 21 riders in the mix today. They're going 3 rounds to a semi-main event. Got Larson, Mackey, Zink, Falkowski, and Lorenzer. Rack number 1 working their way around corner number 1. It is the Demon Larson out front leading the way down the second straight. Got the monster Marshall Falkowski on that 2 spot, followed by the 12 ride of Zink on the 3. Lorenzer on the 4. In and out of corner number 3 they go. Larson leading the way, coming on home. Going to be the skinny digit Larson grabbing the top spot around number 1. Falkowski with the 2. Zink with the 3. Second rack of the Junior Dogs got Caulfield, Brutzman, Michaels, Cologne, and Mullins. Gate comes down again, trying to get low points into that semi-main event. Looks like bent rim colors out to the early lead. Got to be Caulfield out front, leading the way around corner number 1. Everybody chasing him down as they work their way into corner 2. Michael sitting on the 2 spot. Got the state 6 ride of Cologne on the 3. Heading down around corner number 3. It's all the Warthog out front, leading the way, coming on home. The Gold Cup 2 of Caulfield going to pick up the 1. The 36 ride of Michaels with the 2. The Ghost Rider with the 3. Third rack of the Junior Dogs got Ray, Burke, Albers, Kozitsa, and Hertz. Working their way down into corner number 1. Got to be Hertz out front. FXR colors leading the way down the second straight. Got Burke sitting on that 2 spot, followed by the 16 ride of Kozitsa on the 3. The 62 of Ray on the 4. Heading down around corner number 3. Burke trying to find a way by. Hertz trying to hold on to it as they come on down the final stretch. Side by side coming to line. Burke going to grab the 1. Hertz with the 2. Kozitsa going to hold on for the 3. Last rack of junior dogs, round number 1, got Molitor, Peterson, Patnode, Stopka, Vanderhayden, and Baden. Dropping down into corner number 1. Looks like Dynasty Colors out front, leading the way, coming down the second straight. It's the 29 bike, Molitor on point, got the neg 18 ride of Vanderhayden on the 2 spot. Bandit Colors of Peterson on the 3. Heading on down the final stretch, leading the way, coming on home. 29 bike, Molitor going to hold on for the 1. Vanderhayden with the 2. Peterson with your 3. Big dogs on the hill got 3 rounds to a main event. Bowman, Etner, Tyson, Locken, Bowman, and Gargis. Mayor Prize Full Tilt Colors leading the way around corner number 1. Got to be Tyson out on point. Got the 7 ride of Bowman on the 2 spot. The 4 bike of Locken on the 3. Single file out front, working their way down around corner number 3. It's all Tyson out front coming home. Tyson with the 1, Bowman with the 2, locking in with the 3. Second rack of the big dogs got Stokel, Tyson, Shellbuck, Swanson, Robinson, Blummer. It's the Beast Blummer out front, leading the way around corner number 1. Robinson sitting on that 2 spot. Followed up by the 2 ride of Stokel on the 3. Again, 3 rounds to a main event as they work their way down around corner number 3. It's all the beasts out front. Ameriprise Full Tilt bringing it home. Going to get the 1 spot this round. Robinson and Stokel side by side. I'm not calling that one. 2 bike of Stokel getting it at the line with the 2. Robinson with the 3. Senior dogs up on the hill. Got 6 riders in the house today. They're going 3 rounds total points. Lindsay, Lorenzer, Harrison, McAllister, Welter, and Meyer. It's the Ninja Welter out front, leading the way around corner 2. Got Lindsay sitting on the 2 spot. Meyer, McAllister, 3 and 4. Single file working their way down around corner number 3. It's Ameriprise Colors coming on home. Going to be a Welter grabbing that top spot. Lindsay with the 2. Meyer with the 3. Correction on the big dogs. That was Robinson grabbing the 2. Stokel with the 3. Six and under mixed open on the track. Got Cordell, Freitag, Kurth, Kral, and Kelberg. Coming down around corner number 1. Crank Lab Colors leading the way. Got to be the State 5 bike of Cordell on point. Got the State 8 ride of Kelberg on the 2 spot. The 201 of Crawl on the 3. This is Total Point Racing as they work their way down around corner number 3. Crank Lab Colors leading the way, bringing it home. Going to be Cordell getting the 1 this round. Kelberg with the 2. The 201 of Crawl going to grab the 3. And the 12 bike of Kurth with the 4. 7-8 mixed open. Got Reichel, Elvin, Orrin, Hollis, Kelberg, Robertson, and Kurth. Out front, it's Full Tilt Colors leading the way down around corner number 3. Got to be Skylar Orrin out front, leading the way, coming on home. She's going to get 1 point this round. The 243 bike of Elvin going to grab the 2. And the 210 bike of Robertson with the 3. 9-10 mixed open on the track. Got Zammer, Mackey, Gerritsen, Crone, Hollis, Nixon, Barton, and Carlson. It's the 315 bike out on front. That's Gabrick Barron leading the way down into corner number 3. Fusion Colors sitting on that 2 spot as they round the corner, come on home. Barron going to get 1 point this round. The 504 of Mackey going to grab the 2. And the 505 bike of Carlson with the 3. 7-8 Expert Open got Ortiz, Simmons, Escalona, Simon, and Kurth. Level Up Colors leading the way down into corner number 2. That's Easy E out front. Got Ortiz sitting on the 2 spot. Simmons on the 3. Coming down the final stretch. Escalona leading the way. Coming home. He'll grab 1 point this round. Ortiz getting some air. Grabbing the 2. The 15 of Simmons with the 3. 13-14 Expert Open. Simon, Alba, and Swanson. Out on point, Dynasty Colors leading the way. That's the 8 right of Swanson. Got Black Widow Colors of a ripping Alba on the 2 spot. Simon on the 3. Heading on down the final stretch. Swanson leading the way. Going to grab 1 point this round. Alba with the 2. Simon with the 3. 22 Zamoto, 15-16 Expert Open. Brotzel, Hampton, Bowman. On the inside edge, it's Bowman leading the way around corner number 2. Got Brotzel on that 2 spot. Hampton on the 3. 3-rider total point racing coming down the final stretch. Level Up Colors bringing it home. Going to be Bowman with the 1. Brotzel with the 2. Hampton with the 3. On to the little tykes with the big wheel bikes. 8-year-old cruisers on the track. Got Schroyer, Chamberlain, and Caulfield. Black Sheep Colors leading the way around corner number 2. That's Chamberlain. Got Prodigy ride of Schroyer on the 2 spot. Bent rim colors of Little Crash Caulfield on the 3. Single file rocking their way down the final stretch. Out on point coming on home. Going to be Chamberlain with the 1. Schroyer with the 2. Caulfield with the 3. 15-16 girl cruiser on the track. Got Voss, White, Bolin, and Voss working their way down the 3rd straight. Out front, it's the Rock 1 of White leading the way, coming on home. Going to be White grabbing the 1 this round, the 166 of Bolin with the 2. Voss and Voss, 3 and 4. 25 Zamoto on the track, 36-40 women cruiser. Got Lee, Myers, Peterson, Beebe, Engbird. Myers out front leading the way around corner number 2. Got Peterson on the 2 spot. Engbird on the 3. Heading down into corner number 3. Your Gold Cup 1 leading the way. Coming on home, going to be Myers grabbing that top spot. Peterson going to just hold on to the 2. Engbird with the 3. 7 and under boy cruisers on the track. Buford, Kurth, and Kurth. I'm going to go process elimination here. Say it's Kurth in the 2 and 3. The Flash Buford out front leading the way, bringing it home. Buford going to grab 1 point this round. The 4 bike of Jake Kurth with the 2. The 7 ride of Pete Kurth with the 3. 9-year-old cruiser on the track. Got Ray, Engbird, Escalona, Blasey, Peterson, Kozitsa, and Vanderhayden. It's the Wild Man leading the way around corner number 3. Got Escalona hot on his heels as they work their way down the final stretch. Going to be the Neg 5 ride of Vanderhayden with the 1. Escalona with the 2. The 416 bike of Peterson with the 3. 28 Samoto on the track. 11-year-old cruiser. Got Zink, Lorenzer, Michaels, Burke, and Hoff. Out front, it's Burke leading the way. Got the 803 Michaels on that 2 spot. Hoff on the 3. Down around corner number 3 they go. Grambo Burke leading the way from Grand Forks, North Dakota. He's going to get 1 point this round. Going to be Michaels holding on for the 2. Hoff with the 3. 14-year-old cruiser on the track. Lockinen, Gunnarsson, Bowman, Staffenhagen. Cranklab Colors leading the way down the 3rd straight. Got to be Lockinen out on point. Level Up Colors of Bowman on that 2 spot. Heading on down the final stretch. Lockinen with the 1. Bowman with the 2. And the 162 bike of Gunnarsson with the 3. 31-35 cruiser on the track. Norberg, Goth, Klingelhofer, Caulfield, and Miller. It's Goth out front leading the way around corner 2. Klingelhofer on the 2 spot. The 387 bike of Miller on the 3. And Merit Prize Full Tilt Colors bringing it home. Goth going to grab the top spot this round. Klingelhofer with the 2. Miller with the 3. Getting a little older, a little sketchier, 46 to 50-year-old cruiser on the track. Olson, Lindsay, Meyer, McAllister. It's Lindsay out front leading the way around corner number 2. Got McAllister on the 2 spot, Meyer on the 3, Olson on the 4. Jumping his way down into corner number 3. Lindsay leading the way from Ham Lake, Minnesota. He's going to grab up a 1 point this round. McAllister with the 2, Meyer with the 3. 56 to 60-year-old cruiser on the track. Gustafson, Oberg, Staffenhagen. It is bent rim colors out front, leading the way through corner number 2. That's a 9 ride. Gustafson out front. Oberg hot on his heels, sitting on that 2 spot. Staffenhagen on the 3. Down around corner number 3 they go. Gustafson leading the way, wire to wire. He's going to pick up 1 point this round. Oberg with the 2. Staffenhagen with the 3. 5 and under novice got a full rack of riders here today. Moe, Engberg, Kroll, Freitag, McGowan, Escalona, Simmons, and Reichel. 8 riders going 3 rounds total points. Got the 201 of Kroll leading the way around corner 2. The 178 bike of Freitag on the 2 spot. Engbird sitting on the 3. Simmons trying to see if she can move up a spot, and she does. She slides up to the 3. Engbird back to the 4 now as they come on down the final stretch. It's all the 201 out front. Kroll going to pick up 1 point this round. The 178 bike of Freitag with the 2. Simmons with the 3. Engbird with your 4. No line at concessions right now. Good time to stop by, grab yourself something to eat. Coming down around corner number 2, got the 296 bike of Bowman leading the way. Around corner 2, got the 291 of Groulet on that 2 spot. The 602 bike of Haugen on the 3. Heading down the final stretch, this total point race. Bowman going to get a 1 point this round. Crank Lab colors coming in line. Groulet going to get the 2. Haugen with the 3. 7-year-old novice got a full rack of riders. Hollis, Haugen, Olson, Jones, McGowan, Moss, Knudsen, Carlson. Got the 221 bike out on point. That is J. Rod Hollis leading the way. Got Electric Enzo Moss on that 2 spot. Those 2 on a breakaway from the rest of the pack as they're sorting things out for the rest of the spots. Hollis leading the way, going to get 1 point this round. The 313 of Moss going to grab the 2 spot. 596 ride of Jones going to grab the 3. 9-year-old novice on the track got Zerwas, Nixon, Gerritsen, Hollis, Asher, and Schweigert. Coming on down the second straight out front, leading the way. That is the 172. Schweigert leading the way. Got the 410 ride of Asher sitting on the 2 spot. Jonathan Fast Nixon on the 3 as they work their way down the final stretch. Everyone trying to catch Schweigert coming down the final stretch. Schweigert going to hold on for the 1. The 410 ride of Asher going to hold on for the 2. Nixon with the 3. 10-year-old novice on the track got O'Donnell, Carlson, and Crone. It's the 505 bike. Carlson out on point. Got the 691 of Crone on the 2 spot. O'Donnell on the 3. Working their way down around corner number 3. It's Parker Carlson out front. Doing it for Dad and Ashley from Cedar, Minnesota. He's going to get 1 point this round. The 691 bike of Crone going to get the 2. And Tyler O'Donnell on the 250 bike going to get the 3. 12-year-old novice on the track got Barron, Schaefer, Moss, and Moss. It's the 315 bike out front. That's Barron round corner number 2. Got the 244. Carving a nice corner, sliding up to that 2 spot, trying to hold on to that 2 as he's got company on the outside. That's the 397 of Moss. Coming down the final stretch, it's Prodigy colors bringing it home. Barron going to get a 1 point this round. The 244 is Schaefer with the 2. The 397 of Xander Moss going to grab the 3. 36 40-year-old novice Austin Lee, Zerwas, Engbird, Chamberlain. It's the 214 bike out on point, leading the way, coming on home. Chamberlain on point, got Zerwas on the 2 spot. Engbird on the 3. Heading on down the final stretch. Black Sheep colors bringing it to line. Chamberlain going to get 1 point this round. Zerwas with the 2. And the 23 Rudda Engbird with the 3. 40 is Armodo on the track. 41, 45 Novice. Got Lorenzer, Staffenhagen, and Zammer. It is Lorenzer out front leading the way around corner number 2. Got Staffenhagen on the 2 spot. Zammer on the 3. Level Up Colors leading the way coming on home. Lorenzer going to grab a 1 point this round. Zammer making a push for it. I think Staffenhagen held on to it. Staffenhagen holding on to the 2. Zammer with the 3. 6-year-old intermediate on the track. Bailey, Simon, Kurth, Mogason, McGraw, Kelberg, Cordell, and Mings. Out front, it's the A-bike. McGraw leading the way. Got the neg 18 ride of Simon on that 2 spot. Crank Lab Colors sitting on the 3. Got to be Cordell as they head down through corner number 3. Full rack in the 6-year-old intermediate class. A-bike leading the way. Going to be McGraw picking up the 1 this round. The 18 ride of Simon with the 2. Cordell with the 3. 7-year-old intermediate got Kurth, Bergman, Nelson, and Robertson side by side running into corner number 2. It's the 17 ride. Took the fast line. Nelson sliding onto that top spot. Got Robertson on the 2 spot. Bent rim colors of Kurth on the 3. Heading down around corner number 3. Nelson leading the way coming on home. Nelson going to get 1 point this round. The 210 of Robertson with the 2. And the 7 bike of Kurth with the 3. 8-year-old intermediate losing 1 in corner number 1. Got Reichel, Kelberg, Cordell, Elvin, and McGraw. It's the 9 ride out front. McGraw leading the way. Got the C ride of Cordell on the 2 spot. Kelberg on the 3. Down rider back up and rolling it out. That's Elvin going down. Back up at it as they work their way down the final stretch. McGraw leading the way coming on home. McGraw going to hold on for the 1 spot. Going to be Cordell with the 2. 10-year-old intermediate on the track. Got Ray, Fussy, and Mackey. Looks like Level Up Colors leading the way coming on down the 2nd straight. It is the 47 bike of Ray leading the way through corner number 2. Got the 504 of Mackey on the 2 spot. Hudson, Fussy on the 3. All stretched out, single file, working their way down the final stretch. Ray leading the way coming on home. Going to grab a 1 point this round. The 504 bike of the Burger Mackey going to get the 2. And Fussy with the 3. 11-year-old intermediate got Thilke, Edenloff, Tarnaski, and Patnode. It's a 69 bike up on point. That's Patnode. Got Tarnaski on that 2 spot. Box colors of Edenloff on the 3. Heading on down the final stretch. 69 ride. Going to wire to wire. Patnode going to grab the 1. The 136 of Tarnaski with the 2. Edenloff with the 3. 13-year-old intermediate Schweigert, Jensen, Staffenhagen, Anderson. 4 bike with a nice corner taking over that top spot. That's Jensen. Got Schweigert sitting on the 2 spot. Battling their way into corner number 3. Jensen taking the right line, blocking Schweigert from trying to make a pass as they come on home. Going to be the 4, the 58, and the 52. Jensen, Schweigert, Staffenhagen. 26-35 intermediates, Seviola, McGraw, and Norberg. It's a 125 bike out front. Seviola leading the way down into the 3rd straight. Norberg on that 2 spot. McGraw on the 3. Dynasty Colors leading the way coming on home. Seviola going to grab a 1 point this round. Norberg with the 2. McGraw with the 3. 51-55 intermediate, Olsen, Harrison, and Oberg. Olsen taking a high line round corner number 1 out to that top spot. Oberg sitting on that 2 spot. Harrison on the 3. Total point racing here rounding corner number 3. It's Olsen out front bringing it home. Going to grab a 1 point this round. Oberg with the 2. Harrison with the 3. On to the Dinky Darlings. Girls out on the track. 7-year-old expert girls to be exact. Got Lakeberg, Moe, and Mings. Into corner number 2 they go. Prodigy Colors leading the way. That is a Lakeberg out front. Got Moe sitting on that 2 spot. Mings on the 3. Down around corner number 3 they go. Lakeburg leading the way, coming on home. She's going to grab a 1 point this round. Mo going to hold on for the 2. Mings with the 3. 8-year-old expert girls on the track got Schroyer, Orn, and Chamberlain. Skylar Orn out front, leading the way around corner number 2. Got Prodigy colors of Schroyer on the 2 spot. Chamberlain on the 3. In and out of corner number 3 they go. Factory full tilt colors bringing it home. Going to be Orn picking up 1 point this round. Schroyer with the 2. Chamberlain with the 3. 11-year-old expert girls, Sandman, Larson, Bratzel, Lanigan. It's Larson out front. Lanigan on the 2 spot. Crazy Legs Sandman on the 3. In and out of corner number 3 they go. Larson leading the way, coming on home. She's going to get a 1 point this round. Lanigan going to get the 2. Sandman with your 3. 12-year-old expert girls on the track got Voss, Garski, and Vanderhayden. It's a 17 ride of Vanderhayden on point, leading the way around corner number 2. Got Garski for Crank Lab on that 2 spot. The Beast, Voss on the 3. In and out of corner number 3 they go. Ameriprise full tilt colors leading the way, coming on home. Going to be Vanderhayden picking up the top spot this round. Garski with the 2. Voss with the 3. 14-year-old expert girls on the track got McCulley, Duncanson, and Elin. It's Chaotic Kendall out front, leading the way through corner number 2. Got the F-Ride of Little Red McCulley on the 2 spot. The Avocado Duncanson on the 3. Single file round in corner number 3. It's all Elin out front, bringing it home. She's going to get 1 point this round. McCulley going to get the 2. Duncanson with the 3. 15-16 expert girls on the track got White, Hanson, Stokel, Boker, Bolin, Henry, Leach. It's Boker out front, leading the way around corner number 2. Got Henry sitting on that 2 spot. White, Leach, 3 and 4. As they bring it down around the final stretch, Boker leading the way. She's going to get 1 point this round. Henry going to get the 2. Stokel coming by for the 3. White back to the 4. 7-year-old experts on the track losing 2. Getting those down riders checked out. Simmons, Kurth, Buford, Smith coming down into corner number 2. It's the 15 of Jack Simmons leading the way. Got the Cowboy Smith on the 2 spot. One of the down riders back up. Looks like Kurth and Buford both going down. Buford back up, coming on home. Going to be the 15 ride. Simmons going to grab up the top spot this round. Smith with the 2. Buford going to get the 3. Kurth getting checked out. We are on moto number 55 of 66, kicking off second round with Dash. So Dash riders start making their way back to staging. Not the way Jake wants to leave the track. Hopefully he'll be all right. Be back for a second round. Again, second round, start thinking about staging. Going to kick off second round with the Dash Riders. Second round, back to staging. Gate comes down. 8-year-old experts on the track. Got Escalona, Stopka, Ortiz, Ray, and Swanson. Pair of level up colors leading the way into corner number 1. As they work their way down the second straight, it's the 7-bike Easy E leading the way into corner number 2. Got the 62 ride of Ray sitting on that 2 spot. Ortiz on the 3. Heading down around corner number 3. Escalona trying to lead the pack down the final stretch. Escalona going to get a 1 point this round. I got to go to the line for 2 and 3. Next rack out on the track, that's 9-year-old expert Ingberg, Mullen, Simon, Bauman, Peterson, Brutzman, Vanderhayden, and Kozitsa. Ameriprise Full Tilt colors sitting 1 and 2 as they work their way down around corner number 3. Vanderhayden going to get the 1. Brutzman with the 2. The 16 ride of Kozitsa with the 3. 10-year-old experts on the track got Simmons, Caulfield, Sorensen, Burke, Zink, Albers, Grams, and Baden. It's the Neg 12 ride out front. Grambo, Burke leading the way. Got a battle on for that 2 and 3 as they work their way down around corner number 3. Burke leading the way, bringing it home. Caulfield sliding up to that 2 spot now as they bring it to the line. Burke with the 1, Caulfield with the 2. The 12 ride of Zink with the 3. 11-year-old experts on the track got Cologne, Lorenzer, Hoff, Michaels, Falkowski losing one on the first straight. It's the monster, Marshall Falkowski, leading the way down into corner number 2. Got the 3 ride of Hoff on the 2 spot. The 50 bike of Lorenzer on the 3. Down rider getting checked out as they work their way down the final stretch. It's Falkowski leading the way, coming on home. He'll get 1 point this round. Hoff with the 2. The 50 ride of Lorenzer with the 3. Again, don't forget, next week we will be closed for the holiday weekend, Memorial Weekend. We are closed Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Tuesday, then, kicking off the summer schedule. It'll be Tuesday, Thursday racing, Monday practices, going on all summer long, keeping the weekends open for state racing, Gold Cup racing, and, of course, all of the nationals that are close by. Downrider back up on his feet. He's like, I want my bike. That is the state 6 rider of the Ghost Rider, Cologne, back up. Gate comes down, moto number 60 on the track. 12-year-old experts working their way down into corner number 1. Got Molitor, Gunnarsson, Hertz, and Larson. Larson on point, leading the way down the second straight. Got Hertz on that 2 spot. State 2 ride of Gunnarsson on the 3. As they make their way down around corner number 3, it's the Demon. Larson out front, coming on home. Larson going to get 1 point this round. Hertz with the 2. Gunnarsson with the 3. 13-year-old experts on the track. Swanson, Shellbach, Tyson. Tyson on point, leading the way around corner number 2. Got the 8 ride of Swanson on the 2 spot. Shellbach on the 3. Heading on down the final stretch. Ameriprise Full Tilt colors bringing it home. Going to be Tyson with the 1. Swanson with the 2. Shellbach with the 3. 14-year-old experts on the track got Lockinen, Alba, Bowman, Tyson. Tyson out front, leading the way down into corner number 2. Got Bowman on that 2 spot. Lockinen, Alba, 3 and 4. As they work their way down around corner number 3, Tyson leading the way, coming on home. Tyson going to get 1 point this round. Bowman with the 2, Lockinen with the 3. 16-year-old experts on the track at Hampton, Kondrowski, Gargas, Swenson, Bowman, Stokel, Etner. It's Kondrowski out front, leading the way around corner number 2. Got Stokel on the 2 spot, Bowman on the 3. Heading down around corner number 3. FXR colors bringing it home. Kondrowski with the 1, Stokel with the 2. And the 31 ride of Bryce Bowman with the 3. 17, 20-year-old experts on the track. Robinson, Bleichner, Blummer, Myers. Robinson on point, leading the way down the second straight. Got Blummer hot on his heels, sitting on that 2 spot. Myers on the 3, Bleichner on the 4. Coming down around corner number 3, racing their way down the line. FXR colors leading the way. Going to be Robinson with the 1. Blummer with the 2. Bleichner sliding by, grabbing the 3. 36 to 40-year-old experts on the track. Got Hall, Smith, Welter, Bruniger, and Bratzel. It's Welter out front, leading the way around corner number 2. Got Hall on the 2 spot. Bratzel, Smith, 3 and 4. Merit Prize Full Tilt colors sitting 1 and 2 as they bring it on home. Going to be the Ninja Welter grabbing that top spot around number 1. Hall with the 2. Bratzel with the 3. 51, 55-year-old experts on the track. Got Miller, McAllister, Gustafson coming around corner number 1. It is McAllister leading the way around corner number 2. Gustafson on the 2 spot. The Eau Claire Nightmare, Miller on the 3. Down around corner number 3 they go. McAllister leading the way, coming on home. He's going to grab a 1 point this round. Gustafson with the 2. Miller with the 3. Round 1 in. Round number 2 getting locked and loaded. Rack number 1, junior gals got Sandman, Schroyer, Schweigert, Chamberlain, Oren, Garski, and Larson. Gate comes down, rack number 1 of the junior gals again. 15 riders in the house today. They're going 3 rounds total point to that main event. Out front, it is Sassinator Larson leading the way, coming on down the second straight. Got Schweigert sitting on the 2 spot. Crazy Legs on the 3. Garski, Orn, 4 and 5. As they work their way down around corner number 3, it's all Larson out front, bringing it home. Larson going to grab the top spot. Schweigert with the 2. Sandman with the 3. Second rack of the junior gals got Cordell, Ray, Reichel, Voss, Bratzel, Mings, Vanderhayden, and Lanigan. On the inside edge, it's level up colors leading the way. Got to be Lanigan out front. Got Vanderhayden on that 2 spot. Fusion colors on the D-bike. Sitting on the 3 as they work their way down into corner number 3. Level up colors bringing it home. Coming to the line, going to be 15 ride. Lanigan holding on for the 1. Vanderhayden with the 2. Gate comes down, ladies dash on the track. Again, going 3 rounds total points today. Only 6 riders in the mix. Elin, Boker, Henry, McCulley, Leach, and Stokel. Heading on down the second straight, it's Boker out front, leading the way around corner number 2. Elin on that 2 spot. Level up colors of Stokel on the 3. Down around corner number 3 they go. S squared colors bringing it home. Boker going to grab the 1. Elin with the 2. Stokel with the 3. If you're new to racing here at RUM, we do Fire and Ice Racing 2 times every month. Dash racing, just a fun extra Pro-Am style race for the riders. Season runs all year long to December. This is our season senioritas, 30 and over ladies on the track. Peterson, Beebe, Angbird, Lee. Peterson out front leading the way through corner 2. Angbird on the 2 spot. Got the 8 ride of Lee on the 3. Beebe side by side. Beebe sliding up now as they work their way down the final stretch. Going to be Fusion colors bringing it to line. Peterson with the 1. Bandit colors of Angbird with the 2. And the Gold Cup 3 ride of Beebe with the 3. Gate comes down, rack number 1 of the junior dogs. They're 12 years old and under. Got to be an intermediate or an expert to race in the junior dogs. Mulder, Hertz, Cologne, Peterson, Brutzman coming on down the second straight. It is FXR colors out front. Hertz leading the way. Got the 29 ride of Mulder on the 2 spot. Battle on for that 3 as they jump their way into corner number 3. Hertz leading the way, bringing it home. Trying to hold on to that top spot, wire to wire, coming to line. Hertz going to get the 1. Mulder with the 2. Cologne with the 3. Second rack of the junior dogs on the track out. Albers, Mullins, Kozitza, Caulfield, and Patnode. Bent rim colors on point, leading the way around corner number 1. Got to be the Warthog. Caulfield out front, leading the way down the second straight. Kozitza on that 2 spot. On the inside edge, it's the 69 ride. Patno trying to hold on to the 3. Excuse me, that was Mullins on the 2 spot. Kozitza's back on the 4 as they come on down the final stretch. Caulfield leading the way, wire to wire. He's going to grab 1 point this round. Mullins going to grab the 2 spot. Patnode with the 3. Rack number 3 of the junior dogs. Again, they're going 3 rounds to a semi-main event today. You got Ray, Mackey, Michaels, Larson, and Zink. It's the Demon Larson out front, leading the way, coming on down the second straight. Got the 12 ride of Zink on that 2 spot. The 36 bike of Michaels on the 3. Single file into corner number 3. Larson leading the way, coming on home. Larson going to grab the 1 this round. Zink with the 2. Michaels with the 3. Last rack of the junior dogs got Burke, Baden, Lorenzer, Stopka, Falkowski, and Vanderhayden. It's all Ameriprise out, full tilt out front, all 3 spots as they come on down into corner number 2. It's the 2 ride out front. Falkowski leading the way. Got Burke sitting on the 2 spot. Vanderhayden on the 3. Jumping their way down into corner number 3. The Monster trying to hold on to that top spot coming down the line. Going to be Falkowski with the 1, Burke with the 2, Vanderhayden with the 3. Big dogs on the track. Got Shellbach, Bowman, Tyson, Swanson, Robinson, and Lockinen. It's FXR colors leading the way around corner number 1. The Flying Donut coming on down into corner number 2. Leading the way, got the 7 ride Bowman on the 2 spot. Lockinen on the 3. Down into corner number 3 they go. Bowman goes for, or Lockinen goes for the move, takes it over as they come on home. Robinson, Lockinen, Tyson. Second rack of the big dogs got Stokel, Gargas, Bowman, Etner, Tyson, Blummer. On point, it's Blummer leading the way around corner number 1. Got Tyson sitting on that 2 spot. Level Up colors of Stokel sitting on the 3. Bowman on the 4 as they come on down into corner number 3. Blummer leading the way, bringing it home. Blummer going to get to 1. Tyson with the 2. Stokel with the 3. Gate comes down. Senior Dogs going 3 rounds total points. This is round number 2 for them. Lindsay, Lorenzer, Harrison, McAllister, Welter, Meyer. It's the Ninja Welter out front leading the way, coming on down the second straight. Lindsay on that 2 spot. McAllister, Meyer 3 and 4 as they work their way down around corner number 3. Lindsay tucked in behind Welter as they come on home. Welter going to get the 1. Lindsay with the 2 out of the Senior Dogs. Six and under mix open on the track at Cortell, Freitag, Kurth, Kral, and Kelberg. Coming on down the second straight, looks like we got Crank Lab Colors leading the way. That's the State 5 bike at Cordell out front. Got Kelberg sitting on the 2 spot. The 201 a Crawl on the 3. Single file working their way down into corner number 3. It's all Crank Lab out front leading the way, coming on home. State 5 bike at Cordell going to grab a 1 point this round. FXR Colors at Kelberg with the 2. The 201 a Crawl picking up the 3. 7-8 mixed open. Reichel, Elvin, Oren, Hollis, Kelberg, Robertson, Kurth. It's Oren out front leading the way around corner number 2. Got Reichel sitting on the 2 spot. Elvin on the 3. Coming on down the final stretch, it is Factory Full Tilt. Bringing it to line, Oren going to grab up the top spot. Reichel going to grab the 2. The 243 by Elvin with the 3. 9-10 mixed open on the track. Zammer, Mackey, Garrison, Crone, Hollis, Nixon, Barron, and Carlson. It's the 315 bike. Barron out front. Got the 504 taking a nice corner. Mackey sliding up to that top spot. It's Mackey on the 1 now. Barron on the 2. Zammer on the 3. Textbook high-low corner coming down into corner number 2. Moves the 504 bike up to the front of the pack. Mackey going to get the 1. Barron with the 2. Zammer with the 3. 7-8 open on the track. Got Ortiz, Simmons, Escalona, Simon, and Kurth. It's Escalona out front. Ortiz on that 2 spot. The 15 ride of Simons on the 3. Down into corner number 3 they go. Level Up Colors leading the way, bringing it home. It's going to be Escalona with the 1. Ortiz with the 2. Simmons with the 3. 13-14 open on the track. Simon, Alba, Swanson. It's Alba out front leading the way around corner number 2. Got Swanson on the 2 spot. Simon on the 3. Down around corner number 3 they go. Alba going to grab that top spot. Swanson with the 2. Simon with the 3. 15-16 expert open. Got Brotzel, Hampton, Bowman. It's Bowman out front. Got Hampton on that 2 spot. Brotzel on the 3. Down around corner number 3 they go. Level Up Colors bringing it home. Bowman going to get 1 point. Hampton with the 2. Brotzel with the 3. Eight and under girl cruiser on the track. Got Schroyer, Chamberlain, Caulfield. Prodigy Colors out front leading the way. Coming on home, going to be Schroyer with the 1. Chamberlain with the 2, Caulfield with the 3. 15-16 girl cruiser on the track, Voss, White, Bolin, and Voss. It's White out front leading the way around corner number 3. Got Bolin on that 2 spot. Voss sitting 3 and 4. It's the Rock 1 bringing it to the line. White going to get to 1. Bolin with the 2. Voss with the 3. 36-40 women cruiser got Lee, Myers, Peterson, Beebe, Angbird. It's a Gold Cup 1 out front, leading the way around corner number 2. That's Myers, Peterson on the 2 spot, Angbird on the 3. The Gold Cup 3 of Beebe on the 4. Heading down the final stretch, Gold Cup 1 bringing it home. Smiles, Melanie Myers going to grab 1 point this round. Peterson with the 2, Angbird with the 3. 7 and under cruisers on the track. Got Buford, Kurth, and Kurth. Kurth going down last round. Hopefully he's all right. Not answering the call here. Out front, we got the 861 of Buford leading the way. 7 ride of Pete Kurth on that 2 spot. Single file working the way down the final stretch. Going to be the Flash of Buford. Doing it for mom and dad. Going to get 1 point again this round. Kurth going to grab the 2. Nine-year-old cruiser, Ray, Engbert, Escalona, Blasey, Peterson, Kozitsa, Vanderhayden. It is Vanderhayden out front, leading the way down the second straight. Got Engbert on that 2 spot. Excuse me, that's Peterson on the 2 spot. Vanderhayden, Peterson, 1 and 2. Got the 3 ride of Kozitsa with the 3. 11-year-old cruisers on the track, Zink, Lorenzer, Michaels, Burke, and Hoff. It's Burke out front, leading the way into corner number 2. Got Hoff on the 2 spot. The 803 of Michaels on the 3. Jumping his way down into corner number 3. Grambo Burke leading the way, bringing it home. Burke going to grab 1 point this round. Hoff with the 2. Michaels with the 3. 14-year-old cruisers on the track got Lockenen, Gunnarsson, Bowman, Staffenhagen. Crank Lab colors out front. Throwing some style into corner number 2. That's Lockenen. Bowman on that 2 spot. The 162 of Gunnarsson on the 3. All stretched out single file, bringing it home. Lockenen going to get 1 point this round. Bowman with the 2. Gunnarsson with the 3. 31-35 cruiser on the track. Norbert, Goth, Klingelhofer, Caulfield, Miller. It is Goth out front, leading the way around corner number 2. Klingelhofer on the 2 spot. Miller on the 3. Down the final stretch they come. Ameriprise full tilt coming to the line. Goth going to get 1 point. Klingelhofer with the 2. Miller with the 3. 46 50-year-old cruiser got Olson, Lindsay, Meyer, McAllister. Lindsay on point, leading the way into corner number 2. Got Meyer on the 2 spot, McAllister on the 3. All single file working the way into corner number 3. Lindsay leading the way, coming on home. He's going to get 1 point this round. Meyer with the 2, McAllister with the 3. 56 to 60-year-old cruiser, Gustafson, Oberg, and Staffenhagen. Bent rim colors on point. That's Gustafson leading the way around corner number 2. Got the 34 bike of Oberg on the 2 spot. Staffenhagen on the 3. Heading on down the final stretch. Gustafson going to grab 1 point this round. Oberg with the 2. Staffenhagen with the 3. Not much of a line at concessions. Good time to swing on by, grab yourself something to eat or something to drink. Also, make sure to stop back to full tilt, back behind corner number 3. Say hello to Logan and the gang. Crowd goes wild. You know that time. It's 5 and under novice on the track. Full rack in round number 2. Got Mo, Engberg, Kroll, Freitag, McGowan, Escalona, Simmons, and Reichel. Working their way down the second straight, out on point. It is Archer Crawl leading the way. Got Simmons on that 2 spot, the 178 bike. Freitag taking a nice corner, sliding up to the 2 now. Simmons back to the 3. Got to be Charlotte Engbird on that 4 spot. As they work their way down the final stretch, Crawl trying to hold on to that top spot, bringing it home. Freitag trying to slide up a spot as they bring it to the line. Going to be Freitag with the 1, Crawl with the 2, Simmons with the 3. Looks like we had an early jumper. Rider from the next rack trying to slide into this one. Gate comes down. This is 6-year-old novice on the track. Goulet, Bauman, and Haugen. Working their way down around corner number 1. It is the 296 bike. Bauman leading the way around corner number 2. Got the 291 bike of Goulet on that 2 spot. The 602 of Haugen on the 3. All stretched out, single file, working their way down the final stretch. It's Clara Bauman out front, bringing it home. Bauman going to get 1 point this round. Crank Lab colors of Goulet with the 2. Haugen with the 3. Full rack of 7-year-old novice got Hollis, Haugen, Olson, Jones, McGowan, Moss, Knudsen, and Carlson. Up on point, it is the 221 Hollis leading the way. Got the 313 of Moss on the 2 spot. The 254 McGowan on the 3. Making their way down around corner number 3. It's J-Rod Hollis out front leading the way. He's going to get 1 point again this round. The 313 of Moss going to grab the 2. And the 254 McGowan with the 3. 9 novice on the track got Zerwas, Nixon, Garrison, Hollis, Asher, Schweigert. It is the 410 bike. That is Asher leading the way. Got the 172 of Schweigert on the 2 spot. The 134 ride of Nixon on the 3. Stretching out single file round corner number 3. It's Ryder Asher out front leading the way, bringing it home. Asher going to get 1 point this round. The 172 of Schweigert with the 2. And the 134 of Jonathan Fast Nixon with the 3. 10 novice out on the track. O'Donnell, Carlson, and Crone. It's the 505 bike of Parker Carlson leading the way around corner number 2. Got the 691 of Crone on that 2 spot. Black Sheep BMX of Tyler O'Donnell on the 3. Bringing it on down the final stretch. Carlson leading the way. Going to grab 1 point this round. The 691 of Crone with the 2. And the 250 bike of O'Donnell with the 3. 12-year-old novice on the track. Barron, Schaefer, Moss, and Moss. Prodigy colors on point. Leading the way around corner number 2. Nice line out of the level up rider. Schaefer. He slides from the 3 spot up to the 2. As they work their way down the final stretch, it's Gabrick Barron leading the way, bringing it home. He's going to get 1 point. The 244 bike of Schaefer with the 2. The 397 of the Bolt Moss with the 3. 36, 40-year-old novice, Austin Lee, Zerwas, Engbert, Chamberlain. Black Jeep colors leading the way. That's Chamberlain out front. Got Zerwas on the 2 spot. Engbert on the 3. Heading on down the final stretch. Chamberlain leading the way, wire to wire. He's going to grab 1 point this round. Zerwas with the 2. And a 23 rider, Engbert with the 3. 41-45 novice, Lorenzer, Staffenhagen, Zammer. Heading on down the second straight. It's Lorenzer leading the way into corner number 2. Zammer sitting on that 2 spot. Staffenhagen on the 3. Down around corner number 3 they go. Lorenzer leading the way, bringing it home. Lawrence are going to pick up 1 point. Zammer with the 2. Staffenhagen with the 3. Six-year-old intermediates on the track. Got a full rack out there. Bailey, Simon, Kurth, Mogason, McGraw, Kelberg, Cordell, and Mings. It's the A-bike leading the way. Round corner number 2. That is McGraw leading the way. Got to have Crank Lab colors of Cordell on that 2 spot. Heading down the final stretch. McGraw going to get a 1 point. Cordell going to hold on for the 2. Simon with the 3. 7-year-old intermediates got Kurth, Bergman, Nelson, and Robertson. It's the 17 ride out front. That's Nelson leading the way into corner number 2. Got the 7 ride of Kurth on that 2 spot. The 210 ride of Robertson on the 3. Bergman on the 4. Bergman trying to find a way to shop on by. She slides up into the 3, heading on down the 3rd straight. As they bring it on home, going to be the 17 ride of Nelson grabbing the 1. Kurth with the 2. Bergman with the 3. 8-year-old intermediates on the track. Reichel, Kelberg, Cordell, Elvin, and McGraw. Up on point it is the State 9 of McGraw leading the way. Got Crank Lab colors of, I believe, Reichel on that 2 spot. Down around corner number 3 they go. It's McGraw bringing it home. McGraw going to hold on for the 1. That's Cordell on the 2. The 243 of Elvin with the 3. 10-year-old intermediates got Ray, Fussy, and Mackey. On the inside edge, it's the 47 bike. Ray leading the way. Got the 504 of Mackey on the 2 spot. Fussy on the 3. I see a lot of riders wearing new team colors but not updating their announcer sheets. Make sure when you sign up, let them know you're on a new team. It's the 47 bike. Ray going to grab the top spot this round. The 504 Mackey with the 2. Fussy with the 3. 11-year-old intermediate Thilke, Enloff, Tarnaski, and Patnode. On point, it's the 69 ride. That's Patnode leading the way. Got the 85 ride of Thilke on the 2 spot. Box component colors of Enloff on the 3. Heading on down the final stretch. Patnode leading the way. Going to grab a 1 point this round. Thilke with the 2. The 8 ride of Enloff with the 3. 13-year-old intermediate Schweiger, Jensen, Staffenhagen, Anderson. It's the 4 ride out front leading the way. That's Ari Jensen. Schweiger sitting on that 2 spot. Dynasty colors sitting 3 and 4 as they come down around the final stretch. Schweiger pulls side by side. Coming to line, Schweiger with the 1, Jensen with the 2. And that's the 52 ride of Staffenhagen with the 3. 26-35 intermediates, Seviola, McGraw, Norberg. Seviola out front, Norberg on the 2 spot, McGraw on the 3. Heading on down through corner number 3. Dynasty colors leading the way. Going to be Seviola with the 1, Norberg with the 2, McGraw with the 3. 51-55 on the track. Olson, Harrison, Oberg. In and out of corner number 2 they go. Olson leading the way. Oberg on that 2 spot. The Stud Muffin Harrison on the 3. Heading on down the final stretch. Olson leading the way, bringing it home. He's going to grab a 1 point. Oberg with the 2. Harrison with the 3. Seven-year-old expert girls on the track. Lakeburg, Mo, Mings. Prodigy colors leading the way around corner number 2. That's Lakeburg. Mings sitting on that 2 spot. Mo on the 3. In and out of corner number 3 they go. Bethel, Minnesota's own Penny Lakeburg leading the way, bringing it home. She's going to grab a 1 point this round. Ming's going to grab the 2. Mo with the 3. 8-year-old girls on the track got Schroyer, Orn, and Chamberlain. It's Orn out front, leading the way around corner number 2. Got the state 7 ride of Chamberlain on the 2 spot. Schroyer on the 3. Again, Total Point Racing bringing it home. Orrin going to grab up that top spot. Chamberlain with the 2. Schroyer with the 3. 11-year-old expert girls, Sandman, Larson, Brotzel, Lanigan. It is Larson out front, Lanigan on the 2 spot, Crazy Legs on the 3, Brotzel on the 4. Lanigan going for the line, couldn't quite seal the deal. Larson leading the way, bringing it home. Larson going to grab 1 point, Lanigan with the 2. Sandman with the 3. 12-year-old expert girls got Voss, Garski, and Vanderhayden. It's Vanderhayden on point, leading the way around corner number 2. Garski on that 2 spot. Voss on the 3. Down around corner number 3 they go. Ameriprise Full Tilt Colors leading the way. Vanderhayden with the 1. Garski with the 2. And the Beast Voss with the 3. 14-year-old expert girls, McCulley, Duncanson, Elin. It's Chaotic Kendall out front, leading the way around corner number 2. Got McCulley on the 2 spot. Duncanson on the 3. Down the final stretch they come. The Rock 1 out front. Elin going to grab up 1 point this round. Little Red going to grab the 2 and the Avocado with the 3. 15-16 expert girls on the track. Got White, Hanson, Stokel, Boker, Bolin, Henry, Leach. It's Boker out front. Stokel sitting on the 2 spot. Leach, Henry, 3 and 4. White caught back at the 5 as they around corner number 3. Factory S squared leading the way, bringing it home. Going to be Boker with the 1. Stokel with the 2. Leach with the 3. 7-year-old experts on the track. Simmons, Kurth, Buford, Smith. 3 riders answering the call as they work their way down around corner number 2. It is the 15 ride on the inside. Simmons leading the way. Got the 53. Buford on the 2 spot. Smith on the 3. Coming down around corner number 3. The 15 ride of Simmons leading the way. Bringing it on home. He's going to cross the line first. The 53 Buford going to cross second. And the State 1 bike of Smith crossing third. 8-year-old experts on the track. Escalona, Stopka, Ortiz, Race, Swanson. Level Up colors on point. Leading the way around corner number 1. Got to be Easy E up on point. Got the 18 ride. Stopka sitting on the 2 spot. Ortiz trying to slide up a spot. He's up to the 3. As they work their way down into corner number 3, it's Escalona out front, bringing it home. Escalona with the 1, Stopka with the 2, Ortiz with the 3. 9-year-old experts, Engberg, Mullins, Simon, Bauman, Peterson, Brutzman, Vanderhayden, and Kozitsa. It's the neg 18, neg 19, Vanderhayden, Brutzman, 1 and 2. Got Kozitsa sitting on the 3 spot. Whole bunch of Fusion chasing them down as they round around corner number 3. Vanderhayden bringing it to the line, going to get the 1. Brutzman with the 2. Kozitsa with the 3. 10-year-old experts on the track. Simmons, Caulfield, Sorensen, Burke, Zink, Albers, Grams, and Baden. Heading down into corner number 2. It's the neg 12 ride of Burke leading the way. Got the 12 ride. And Caulfield battling it out. That's Zink and Caulfield. Zink could hold the line, slides off the track as they work their way down the final stretch. Going to be Burke picking up the 1. Caulfield with the 2. The 18 of Simmons with the 3. 11-year-old experts on the track. Cologne, Lorenzer, Hoff, Michaels, and Falkowski. Falkowski out front leading the way into corner number 2. Got Hoff sitting on the 2 spot. The 36 ride of Michaels on the 3. In and out of corner number 3. It's Falkowski leading the way, bringing it home. Falkowski with the 1. Hoff with the 2. 36 ride of Michaels going to hold on for the 3. Moto number 60 on the track. 12-year-old experts got Mulder, Gunnarsson, Hertz, and Larson. On point leading the way around corner number 1. It's the Demon Larson. Got Hertz sitting on that 2 spot. Battle on for the 3 as the 29 ride. The little man Mulder slides into the 3. Single file into corner number 3. It's factory ripped out front. Larson leading the way, bringing it on home. Larson going to get 1 point. Hertz with the 2. Mulder with the 3. 13-year-old experts on the track. Swanson, Shellbach, Tyson. Tyson out front leading the way, coming into corner number 2. Got Swanson on that 2 spot. The 39 ride of Shellbach on the 3. In and out of corner number 3 they go. Ameriprise Full Tilt Colors bringing it home. Tyson going to jump his way down the last straight. He's going to get 1 point. Swanson with the 2. Shellbach with the 3. 14-year-old experts locking in Alba, Bowman, Tyson. Tyson leading the way into corner number 2. Got Bowman on the 2 spot. Locking in Alba 3 and 4. Single file round corner number 3. Lucas Tyson leading the way, bringing it home. He's going to grab 1 point. Bowman with the 2. Locking in with the 3. 16-year-old experts got Hampton, Kondrowski, Garga, Swenson, Bowman, Stokel, Atner. It's Kondrowski out front. Stokel on that 2 spot. The 31 ride of Bowman on the 3. Heading on down the last straight. FXR Colors bringing it home. Kondrowski going to get the 1 this round. Stokel with the 2. Bowman with the 3. 17 to 20-year-old experts on the track. Robinson, Bleichner, Blummer, and Myers. FXR Colors leading the way around corner number 2. That's Robinson. Got the Beast Blummer on the 2 spot. Myers, Bleichner, 3 and 4. Heading on down the final stretch. Robinson going to grab the 1 this round. Blummer with the 2. Myers going to hold on this time for the 3. 36, 40-year-old expert, Hall, Smith, Welter, Bruniger, and Bratzel. It's Welter out front, leading the way around corner number 2. Got Hall on the 2 spot. Bratzel, Smith, 3 and 4. Ameriprise Full Tilt Colors sitting 1 and 2 as they come on down the final stretch. Welter bobble, see if it costs them. Coming to the line. I think Welter still hold on for the 1. Hall with the 2. Bratzel with the 3. 51-55 experts on the track. Miller, McAllister, Gustafson. Last rack around number 2 as they work their way down into corner number 3. It is Gustafson out front. McAllister with a nice corner taking over that top spot. McAllister sitting on the 1. Gustafson on the 2. Miller on the 3 as they bring it on down the final stretch. Gonna be McAllister holding on for the 1. Gustafson with the 2. Miller with the 3. All right, we got about a 5-minute pause. So at 1:51, we're going to run 3rd round of the junior gal, junior boy, and the big dogs. Round 3. have semi-mains for the junior dogs, so we'll give them a couple minutes to catch their breath. Round number 3 underway. Junior gals on the track. Got 15. Got to get down to the fastest 8 in the main event. Voss, Cordell, Orrin, Chamberlain, Mings, Bratzel, Larson. Heading on down the second straight. It is Larson out front, leading the way into corner number 2. Got the D-Ride sitting on that 2 spot. Orrin on the 3. Bratzel on the 4. As they work their way down around corner number 3. It's all Larson out front, bringing it home. Larson going to grab that top spot. Voss with the 2. Orrin with the 3. Second rack of the junior gals got Sandman, Reichel, Schweigert, Vanderheen, Schroyer, Garski, Ray, and Lanigan. Gate comes down, making their way down the front side into corner number 1. Looks like Vanderheen taking that early lead into corner number 1. Lanigan, Schweigert battling it out, working their way around the corner as they come on down the second straight. Ameriprise full tilt colors of Vanderheen leading the way. Schweigert for Bent Rim sitting on that 2 spot. Lanigan, Sandman 3 and 4 as they work their way down around corner number 3. It's all Vanderheen out front, bringing it home. Vanderheen going to get 1 point this round. Schweigert with the 2, Lanigan with the 3. Junior dogs up on the hill. They're going to a semi-main event today. 21 riders in the mix. Got to get them narrowed down to that semi-main. Rack number 1 got Peterson, Brutzman, Baden, Lorenzer, and Zink. Looks like Zink leading the way into corner number 1. Got Ameriprise full tilt colors. Brutzman on that 2 spot. Peterson on the 3. Into corner number 2 they go. Heading on down the third straight, it is Zink leading the way, coming on down and around. Zink, Brutzman 1 and 2 heading on home. Zink with the 1, Brutzman with the 2, Peterson with the 3. Second rack of the junior dogs got Albers, Larson, Mackey, Michaels, Ray. It's Larson out front, leading the way around corner number 1. Got Michaels on that 2 spot. Mr. Ray sitting on the 3. Stretching it out as they around corner number 3. It's Larson out front, bringing it home. Larson, Michaels, gonna grab the 1 and the 2. And the 62 rider, Ray, picking up the 3. Third rack of the junior dogs got Stopka, Burke, Cologne, Patnode, and Kozitsa. Heading down into corner number 3. It is Ameriprise full tilt colors leading the way. Grambo, Burke on point into corner number 2. Got the state 6 rider Cologne on the 2 spot. Patnode on the 3. Down into corner number 3 they go. Burke gonna grab that top spot. Cologne going to hold on to the 2, the 69 rider Patnode with the 3. Last rack of the junior dogs got Vanderheen, Falkowski, Mullins, Hertz, Malder, Caulfield. Up on point, gotta be Falkowski leading the way down the second straight. Hertz sitting on that 2 spot. Vanderheyden on the 3, Caulfield on the 4. Single file out front, working their way down through corner number 3. It's all the monster out front, bringing it home. Falkowski going to get the 1. Hertz with the 2. Vanderhayden with the 3. Big dogs on the hill. Got Stokel, Tyson, Blummer, Tyson, Bowman, and Atner. Gate comes down, working their way down into corner number 1. It is Blummer out front leading the way around corner number 1. Tyson sitting on that 2 spot. Stokel on the 3. The 5 ride of Atner on the 4. Single file into corner number 3. It's all the beast out front bringing it home. Blummer going to get the 1 this round. Tyson with the 2. Stokel with the 3. Second rack of the big dogs got Bowman, Shellbach, Lockinen, Robinson, Swanson, Gargis. Into corner number 1 they go. FXR colors leading the way around corner number 1. It's the Flying Donut. Robinson into corner number 2. Got Lockinen on the 2 spot. Bowman on the 3. Down into corner number 3. Lockinen trying to stick a tire in, and he does. Takes over that top spot coming on home. Lockinen with the 1. Robinson with the 2. Bowman with the 3. All right, we got another 5-minute break. It's 1:57 at 2:02. We're going to run semi-main events. 2:02. locked and loaded. Larson, Hertz, Zink, Cologne, Vanderheen, Patnode, Ray, and Lorenzer. Gate comes down, top four, making it to that main event as they work their way down the front side into corner number one. It's Larson out front, leading the way around corner number one. Got Hertz sitting on that 2 spot. Single file out front into corner number 2 they go. The Neg 18 ride of Vanderheen on the 3. Zink sitting on the bubble as they work their way down around corner number 3. It's all Larson out front coming on home. Factory Rip bringing it to the line. Larson going to get a spot. Hertz going to get a spot. The Neg 18 and the 12. Vanderheen and Zink rounding it out. Second rack of the junior dogs, semi-mains, Falkowski, Burke, Caulfield, Michaels, Mulder, Brutzman, Peterson, and Kozitsa. Merit Prize full tilt color sitting 1 and 2. Got to be the monster on point, leading the way down the second straight. Got Burke sitting on that 2 spot, the 36 ride of Michaels and Caulfield. Rounding out the top 4 now as they try to hold on to those transfer spots. It's all Falkowski out front, bringing it home. Gonna be Falkowski, Burke, Caulfield, Michaels. That's gonna do it for our qualifying racing. Again, we got a couple move-ups to do. If you're doing one of the move-ups, make your way down by the finish line. And we got... Come on down. Do you want to take your helmet off, buddy? Jackson Robertson getting his 10 wins. Levi Mogensen, come on down, getting his 10 wins. And Noah Elvin, ooh, it is heavy. He got his 10 wins and getting his 10 wins as a novice and 20 wins as intermediate. Brody Baden. Hold on, come back, bud. All right, so here, I want you right here. Nope, you two switch. You come on closer. All right, now you guys got cool stuff on your shirts. You either got to hold them really low or up high over your head. Which way are we going? They're high. All right, come forward a little bit. First, we're going to look at Samantha. Now pick your favorite parent. Last, there's a camera on the corner there. Grandma and Grandpa watching at home. Can you guys give a wave to the camera? Congratulations, all of you, on your move-ups. Nice job, everyone. All right, next up, recognizing our riders for achievements last year. This rider doesn't know that they're getting called out right now, so we might have to wait a minute. This rider earned their most points at Rum River BMX. Now, to be eligible for these awards, you have to call Rum River BMX your home track. So these are points that he earned at Rum, earning 6,969 points on his class bike, Reed Vanderhayden. Where are you at, Reed? Reed, you can cheat, come under the rope, or go all the way around. He's like, no, I'm supposed to use the gate. I'm going all the way down to the gate. Congratulations, Reed. You got the most points of any single point rider on class. Nice job, bud. All right, got a couple giveaways. If I call your name, come on down to the finish line. Ava Duncanson got a candy bar for you. Doug McAllister got a beverage for you. And Scott Gustafson got a can koozie. Doug McAllister and Scott Gustafson, come on down. right, the winner for the Ride Brand giveaway, Melanie Michaels. Come on down to the finish line. We'll grab a photo of you. Main event, start staging up, please. Main event, start staging up. All right, it's time for main events. It is the last Fire and Ice on a Sunday before summer season kicks off. All the junior gals battling through 3 rounds qualifying. Starting things out from Isanti, Minnesota for Crank Lab on the Gold Cup 2, Brielle Garski. From Bram, Minnesota for factory full tilt on the National 37 bike, Skylar Orn. From Bethel, Minnesota for Ameriprise full tilt on the National 59 bike, Hadley Crazy Legs Sandman. From Isanti, Minnesota for Fusion Racing on the 25 bike, the Beast, Abigail Voss. From Isanti, Minnesota for Level Up on the 15 bike, Avery Lanigan. From Isanti, Minnesota for Bent Rim on the 58 bike, the Firecracker, Bailey Schweigert. From Oak Grove, Minnesota for Ameriprise full tilt on the 17 ride, Reese Vanderhayden. And from Peacock Lakes, Minnesota for factory ripped on the Gold Cup 3, the Assassinator, Nevaeh Larson. Gate drops down, Junior Gal main event, working their way down the front side into corner number 1. It's Larson on the inside edge, leading the way into corner number 1. Got Vanderhayden trying to hold on to that 2 spot. Lanigan sticking in the wheel, couldn't quite get there. She's back to the 3 as they round through corner number 2. Larson, Vanderhayden, Lanigan, 1, 2, 3. Voss sitting on the 4 spot. Crazy Legs on the 5 as they come around corner number 3. It's all Larson out front, bringing it home. Larson going to grab up the win today. Vanderhayden with the 2. Lanigan with the 3. Round number 3 for the ladies dash. Starting things off with 12 points from Isanti, Minnesota for Ameriprise full tilt. On the F bike, Little Red, Addie McCulley. With 9 points from Big Lake, Minnesota for Dynasty on the 4 bike, Chloe Leach. Also with 9 points from Cedar, Minnesota for Dynasty BMX on the 5 bike, Angie Henry. With 6 points from St. Cloud, Minnesota for Level Up on the Gold Cup 1, Smiley Alma Stokel. With 4 points from Cambridge, Minnesota for Ameriprise full tilt on the Race of Champion 1 bike, Chaotic Kendall Elin. And with 2 points from Ham Lake, Minnesota for Factory S squared on the National 89 bike, Taya Boker. Gate comes down, ladies dash main event. Working their way down into corner number one. It's Boker out front, leading the way around corner number one. Got Chaotic Kendall sitting on that 2 spot. Dynasty Colors sitting on the 3. That is Henry on the 3 spot. Stokel trying to see if she can find a way to shop on up into that podium as they round down the final stretch. It's all S squared out front, bringing it home. Boker going to pick up the win. Elin with the 2. I got to go to the line for the 3. Henry getting it at the line. Season Senoritas up on the hill. This is round number 3. Starting things off with 8 points from St. Francis, Minnesota for Bent Rim. On the Gold Cup 3 bike, Chelsea Lee. Wrong bike. That's the 8 bike, not the Gold Cup 3. Now with 6 points from Schaefer, Minnesota for Bent Rim on the Gold Cup 3 bike, Chelsea Beebe. With 4 points from Zimmerman, Minnesota for BMX Bandits on the 23 bike, Brianne Engbird. And with 2 points from Cambridge, Minnesota for Fusion on the 4 bike, the Savage, Stephanie Peterson. Gate comes down round 3 for the Season Senoritas, working their way down into corner number 1. It's all the Savage Peterson out front, leading the way around corner number 1. Got Engbird sitting on that 2 spot. Gold Cup 3 ride sitting on the 3, followed by the 8 bike as they work their way down the final corner. It's all Fusion Colors out front, bringing it home. Peterson looking to wrap up a perfect day as she comes in. Peterson going to get the 1 spot today. Engbird with the 2. The Gold Cup 3 of Beebe with the 3. Lee with the 4. Junior dogs battling through semi-mains to get here. Starting things off from Andover, Minnesota on the 36 bike, Wyatt Michaels. From St. Michael, Minnesota for Crown Apparel on the 12 bike, Colton Zink. From Oak Grove, Minnesota for Ameriprise Full Tilt on the National Age Group 18 bike, the Wildman, Reed Vanderhayden. From Isanti, Minnesota for Bent Rim Racing on the Gold Cup 2 bike, the Warthog, Mikey Caulfield. From Isanti, Minnesota for FXR Dan's Comp on the 72 ride, Corbin Hertz. From Grand Forks, North Dakota for Ameriprise Full Tilt on the National Age Group 12 bike, Grambo Graham Burke. From Somerset, Wisconsin for Ameriprise Full Tilt on the 2-bike, the monster Marshall Falkowski. And from Peacock Lakes, Minnesota for Factory Ripped on the 1-bike, the Demon Uriah Larson. Gate drops down. They battle through semi-mains to get here. Heading on down into corner number 1. It's the monster out front leading the way around corner number 1. Hertz trying to hold on to that 2 spot. Got Burke and Larson battling it out for that podium. Larson on the move now. He's up to the 3, working their way down the 3rd straight. It's Falkowski out front leading the way. Larson up to the 2 now as they round through corner number 3. Falkowski trying to hold on to that top spot coming down the line. It's going to go Larson pulling it off at the line, grabbing the 1. Falkowski with the 2. Trouble out of the gate, got him there. Big Dogs went through 3 rounds qualifying to get to the fastest 8. Starting things out from St. Michael, Minnesota for Black Widow on the 5-bike, Cooper Etner. From St. Cloud, Minnesota for Ameriprise Full Tilt on the National 78 bike, Jacob Tyson. From Stacy, Minnesota for Level Up Racing on the 7 bike, Jordan Bowman. From St. Cloud, Minnesota for Level Up on the 2 bike, Earl Stokel. From Blaine, Minnesota for Crank Lab on the 4 bike, Ben Lockinen. From St. Cloud, Minnesota for Ameriprise Full Tilt on the National 62 bike, Lucas Tyson. From Isanti, Minnesota for FXR Dance Comp on the 21 bike, the Flying Donut, Alex Robinson. And from Isanti, Minnesota for Ameriprise Full Tilt on the 28 bike, the Beast, Bryce Blummer. Gate drops down, whole lot of horsepower in this one as they work their way down the front side into corner number 1. It's the Beast leading the way around corner number 1. Got Robinson sitting on the 2 spot. Tyson sitting on the 3. Stokel on the 4 as they round through corner number 2. It's all the Beasts out front. Ameriprise Full Tilt Colors leading the way around corner number 3. Blummer bringing it on home. He's going to grab up the win. Robinson with the 2. Tyson with the 3. Senior Dogs up on the hill, starting things off with 12 points from Isanti, Minnesota for Level Up on the 157 bike, Ross Lorenzer. With 10 points from Andover, Minnesota for level up on the 143 bike, the stud muffin, Adam Harrison. With 8 points from Aiken, Minnesota for Bent Rim Racing on the 7 bike, Doug McAllister. With 6 points from Harrisburg, South Dakota for Bent Rim Racing on the 1 bike, Mike Meyer. With 4 points from Ham Lake, Minnesota on the National Age Group 6 bike, Jason Lindsay. And with 2 points from Farmington, Minnesota for Ameriprise Full Tilt on the National Age Group 3 bike, the Ninja Adam Welter. Gate comes down. It's round 3, total point racing, working their way down the front side into corner number 1. It's all Welter out front, leading the way around corner number 1. Lindsay sitting on that 2 spot. Gotta be McAllister on the 3, Meyer on the 4. As they're single file working their way down the 3rd straight into corner number 3. Welter, Lindsay skying it up, bringing it on home. It's Ameriprise Full Tilt leading the way, coming on home. Welter going to pick up the overall 1 today. Lindsay with the overall 2. Meyer coming by McAllister at the line, getting the overall 3. Six and under mixed open on the track. Again, running total point racing today. It is Cordell, Freitag, Kurth, Kral, and Kelberg. Looks like we got Crank Lab colors out front, leading the way around corner number 1. Got to be the State 5 bike of Cordell leading the way. Got the State 8 of Kelberg sitting on that 2 spot. The 12 ride of Kurth on the 3. As they work their way down into corner number 3, it's all Cordell out front. Coming on home, Crank Lab colors bringing it in. Going to be Cordell picking up the win. Kelberg with the 2. Going to be Kurth picking up the overall 3. 1 down rider in corner number 3. He's back up. That's the 201 bike, a crawl going down. 7-8 mix open on the track. Reichel, Elvin, Orrin, Hollis, Kelberg, Robertson, and Kurth. It is factory full tilt out front. Skylar Orrin leading the way down the 2nd straight. Got the 243 ride of Elvin sitting on the 2 spot. The 210 ride of Robertson on the 3. Heading down around corner number 3. It's all Skylar Orrin out front, bringing it home. She's going to wrap up a perfect day, picking up the overall win. The 243 Elvin going to grab the 2 spot. The 88 ride of Reichel crossing with the 3. 9-10 mixed open on the track. Zammer, Mackey, Garrison, Crone, Hollis, Nixon, Barron, Carlson. It is the 315 bike out on point. That's Barron. Got Mackey sitting on the 2 spot. Zammer on the 3. Losing a rider on the 3rd straight. As they work their way down the final stretch, going to be Barron picking up the win. The 504 Mackey going to cross 2nd to 691 bike of Crone going to cross 3rd. Down rider back up. Riders coming down the 2nd straight into corner number 2. This is 7-8 open. Ortiz, Simmons, Escalona, Simon, Kurth coming down into corner number 3. Escalona leading the way. coming on home. Escalona going to cross first, picking up the overall win. Ortiz going to cross second with the overall 2. The 15 ride of Simmons picking up the overall 3. 13-14 open on the track. This is a 3-3-6 total point race. Swanson, Alba knotted up with 3 points apiece. Simon sitting on 6 points. Out front, it's a 26 ride. That's Rippin' Alba leading the way. Got the 8 ride of Swanson on that 2 spot. Simon on the 3. Heading on down the final stretch. Black Widow colors bringing it home. Gonna be Alba picking up the overall win today. Swanson gonna grab the overall 2. And the D ride of Simon with the 3. 15-16 open on the track. This is a 2-5-5 total point race. Skying it up into corner number 2 is the 31 bike Bowman. He's sitting on 2 perfect laps. Brotzel, Hampton knotted up 5 points apiece. So how they cross is how they're going to finish. Heading on home, Bowman going to get the overall win. Brotzel with the overall 2. Hampton with the overall 3. 8 and under girl cruiser on the track. This is a 3-3-6 total point race. Schroyer, Chamberlain knotted up 3 points apiece. It's Black Sheep colors leading the way down the second straight. That is Chamberlain. Schroyer, going for it in the corner. Couldn't hold the line. She bounced off, back up on her feet. That is one tough cookie as they come on down the final stretch out front. Chamberlain, she's going to cross first, taking the overall 1. Caulfield going to cross second, getting the overall 3. Schroyer tried to stick the tire in, couldn't quite get there. She's going to still get the overall 2 today. (15-16) girl cruiser on the track. Voss, White, Bolin, Voss. White out front, sitting on 2 perfect laps, looking to do it one more time. Got Bolin sitting in her hip pocket with 4 points. And the state 3 ride of Voss sitting on the 3 as they work their way down into corner number 3. Bolin sneaking underneath as they come down the final stretch. White and Bolin side by side coming to the line. White going to pick up the overall win. Bolin with the overall 2. Voss with the overall 3. 36-40 women cruiser got Lee, Myers, Peterson, Beebe, and Angbird coming down the second straight. It's Fusion colors leading the way. That's Myers out front. Got Peterson on the 2 spot. Angbird on the 3. Heading down through corner number 3. It's all the Gold Cup 1 of Myers out front leading the way, coming on home. Myers gonna pick up the overall win today. Peterson is going to get the overall 2. Angbird with the overall 3. 7 and under cruiser on the track. Buford, Kurth. Hopefully Jake Kurth is doing okay. Not answering the call. Got the 861 of Buford out front. He's got a perfect day so far. Going to wrap it up that way. Kurth coming on down the third straight. He's going to get the overall 2. Rounding out the day for 7 and under cruisers. 9-year-old cruiser on the track got Ray, Angbird, Escalona, Blisey, Peterson, Kozitsa, and Vanderhayden. It's the 5 bike out front. Vanderhayden leading the way. Got the 4 ride of Escalona on the 2 spot. Fusion colors on the 3. Down around corner number 3 they go. Vanderhayden leading the way, coming on home. Vanderhayden going to get the overall 1. Escalona crossing second. Bandit colors crossing third. 11-year-old cruiser on the track got Zink, Lorenzer, Michaels, Burke, and Hoff. Up on point, it is Grambo Burke leading the way. Got Hoff sitting on that 2 spot. Zink on the 3. Heading down around corner number 3. Burke leading the way, coming on home. He's going to grab the 1 this round. Hoff going to get the overall 2. Zink going to cross third. 14-year-old cruiser on the track. Locken and Gunnarsson, Bowman, Staffenhagen. It's Locken in out front. Bowman sitting on that 2 spot. The 162 ride of Gunnarsson on the 3. This is a 2-4-6-8 total point race. as they work their way down the final stretch. It's going to be the 6th ride of Bowman crossing first, getting the overall 2. Lockinen crossing second with the overall 1. And the 162 of Gunnarsson with the overall 3. 31-35 cruiser on the track. Norberg, Goth, Klingelhofer, Caulfield, Miller. It's Goth out front leading the way around corner 2. Got Klingelhofer on the 2 spot. Miller on the 3. Same order as they did through rounds 1 and 2. Bringing it on home. Ameriprise full tilt colors. Goth going to get the 1. Klingelhofer with the 2. Miller with the 3. 46 to 50-year-old cruiser. Olson, Lindsay, Meyer, and McAllister. It's Lindsay out on point, leading the way, coming on down into corner number 2. Got McAllister on that 2 spot. Meyer on the 3. Meyer and McAllister knotted up, 5 points apiece. How they cross is how they're going to finish. It's all Lindsay out on point. Lindsay going to pick up the win today. Go to the line for that 2 and 3. 56 to 60-year-old cruiser on the track. This one's a 2-4-6 total point race. Gustafson sitting on 2 perfect laps, looking to do it one more time. Oberg sitting on that 2 spot. Staffenhagen on the 3. As they go on down into corner number 3. It's all Gustafson out front, leading the way, coming on home. Oberg going to cross first, taking the overall 2. Gustafson going to cross second with the overall 1. Staffenhagen with the 3. Half price hot food while it lasts. Help us keep our concession prices low. Half price hot food. 5 and under novice on the track. Mo, Engberg, Kral, Freitag, McGowan, Escalona, Simmons, Reichel coming down the line. It's the 201. Kral going to cross first. Simmons second. The 178 of Freitag crossing third. 6-year-old novice on the track. Groulet, Bauman, Haugen. This is a 2-4-6 total point race. Coming into corner number 2, it's the 296 bike. Bauman leading the way. Got Crank Lab colors of Groulet sitting on the 2 spot. The 602 of Haugen on the 3. Heading down around corner number 3. It's all Bauman out front leading the way. Bauman going to cross first, getting the overall 1. The 291 bike of Groulet going to get the overall 2. Haugen with the overall 3. Back in Moto 25, 46, 50 cruiser. How do you say that, Steve? McAllister with the 2. Meyer with the 2. McAllister with the 3. 7 novice coming on down the line. Crossing first is the 221 Hollis. Got the 313 and the 596. The 313 of Moss crossing 2. The 596 of Jones crossing 3. Nine novice out on the track. Got Zerwas, Nixon, Garrison, Hollis, Asher, Schweigert. Total point racing working their way down around corner number 3. It's the man in black out front bringing it home. It's the 172 bike. Schweigert going to cross first. The 410 of Asher crossing second. The 134 ride of Nixon crossing third. 10 novice on the track. This one's a 2-4-6 total point race. Got Carlson sitting on 2 perfect laps on their way into corner number 2. It's the 691 of Kral. He's sitting on 4 points. Carlson sitting on that 2 spot with 2 points. O'Donnell back on the 3 with 6. Nice move out of corner number 3, taking over that top spot, working their way down the final stretch. It's going to be the 505 Carlson getting the overall win. The 691 of Kral. Crone with the 2, O'Donnell with the 3. 12 novice on the track, Barron, Schaefer, Moss, and Moss. It's the 315 ride out on point. Leading the way, that's Barron. Got Schaefer sitting on the 2 spot, Moss on the 3. Down around corner number 3 they go. Barron leading the way, bringing it home. He's going to grab up the win today. The 224 is Schaefer going to get the overall 2. The 397 bike of Moss picking up the 3. Main moto number 33 on the track, 36 40-year-old novice. We got Austin, Lee, Zerwas, Engbert, and Chamberlain. Chamberlain on point, leading the way through corner number 3. Got Zerwas on the 2 spot, Engbert on the 3. How they cross is how they're going to finish. Chamberlain going to get up the 1, Zerwas with the 2, Engbert with the 3. 41-45 novice on the track, another 2-4-6 total point race. It's level up colors leading the way round corner number 1. Lawrence are on point, leading the way down the second straight. You got Zammer on that 2 spot. Excuse me, this is a 2-5-5 total point race. Zammer and Staffenhagen knotted up 5 points apiece. Coming on down the final stretch, Lawrence are leading the way. Gonna pick up the win today. Zammer gonna get the overall 2. Staffenhagen with the overall 3. 6-year-old intermediate got Bailey, Simon, Kurth, Mogetson, McGraw, Kelber, Cordell, and Mings. It's the A-bike on the inside leading the way. That's McGraw. Got the neg 18 of Simon on the 2 spot. The state 5 ride, or Cordell on the 3. Making their way down around corner number 3. Easton McGraw leading the way, bringing it home. Coming on down the line, McGraw going to pick up the overall win. The neg 18 of Simon with the 2. And Cordell picking up the 3. 36 is the Moto 7-year-old intermediate. Kurth, Bergman, Nelson, Robertson. Battle out front. Nice corner out of the 210 ride. That's Robertson. He's on point. Got Nelson sitting on that 2 spot. In and out of corner number 3 they go. Nelson trying to find a way to shop on by as they come on down the final stretch. It's going to be the 210 Robertson crossing first. The 17 of Nelson crossing second. Bent rim colors of Kurth crossing third. 8-year-old intermediate Reichel, Kelber, Cordell, Elvin, and McGraw. On point, it's the state 9 bike. That's McGraw leading the way. Got the C ride of Cordell on the 2 spot. Heading down around corner number 3. McGraw leading the way, coming on home. He's got a perfect day so far, looking to wrap it up that way. Cordell going to get the 2 spot, the 243 of Elvin, crossing third with the overall 3. 10-year-old intermediate on the track got Ray, Fussy, and Mackey. The 47 bike Ray out on point. Got the 504 Mackey on the 2 spot. Fussy on the 3. It's a wash, rinse, repeat around 1 and 2. Working their way down the final stretch. Ray going to pick up the overall win today. The 504 of Mackey going to get the overall 2. And the 294 of Fussy with the 3. '39's the moto on the track. This is 11-year-old intermediate Thilke, Henloff, Tarnaski, and Patnode. It's the 136 bike out on point. That's Tarnaski leading the way. Coming on home, Tarnaski going to cross first. The 69 of Patnode crossing second. The 8 ride of Henloff crossing third. 13-year-old intermediate Schweiger, Jensen, Staffenhagen, Anderson. Up front, it's the 58 bike Schweiger leading the way. Got Jensen on the 2 spot. The 52 Staffenhagen on the 3. Down the final stretch it comes. Schweiger and Jensen knotted up 3 points apiece. Schweiger going to cross first. Jensen crossing second. And the 52 rider Staffenhagen crossing third. Back in cruiser racing, it was McAllister beating Meyer at the line for the 2 and 3. 26-35 intermediate coming to the line. Civiola going to get the overall 1 today. Norberg going to get the overall 2. McGraw picking up the overall 3. 51-55 intermediate on the track. Another 2-4-6 total point race. Olson leading the way around corner number 2. Got Orberg sitting on that 2 spot. Harrison on the 3. Olson running 2 perfect laps so far. Looking to do it one more time as he brings it on home. Olson going to pick up the win today. Oberg going to get the overall 2. Harrison with the 3. 7-year-old expert girls on the track at Lakeburg. Mo and Mings heading down into corner number 2. It is Mo leading the way around corner 2. Got Lakeburg sitting on that 2 spot. Mings on the 3. This is a 2-5-5 race. Mo and Mings knotted up 5 points apiece. Mo leading the way, coming on down the final stretch. Coming on down the line, going to be Mo crossing first, getting the overall 2. Lakeburg crossing second with the overall 1. Mings with the overall 3. 8-year-old expert girls on the track. This one's a 2-5-5 total point race. Orrin leading the way around corner number 2. Got Chamberlain on the 2 spot. Schroyer on the 3. Down the final stretch they come. Factory full tilt leading the way, bringing it home. Going to be Orrin picking up the win today. Chamberlain going to get the 2 spot. Schroyer picking up the 3. 11-year-old expert girl Sandman Larson, Brotzel, Lanigan. It's Larson on point, leading the way down the 3rd straight. Got Lanigan on the 2 spot. Sandman on the 3. Same order as rounds 1 and 2, bringing it home. Larson going to pick up the overall win today. Lanigan with the overall 2. Sandman with the 3. 12-year-old expert girls, another 2-4-6 total point race. It's a 17 ride. Vanderhayden out on point. Got Garski on that 2 spot. Voss on the 3. Heading on down the final stretch. Vanderhayden going to pick up the win today. Garski going to get the 2. Voss with the 3. 14-year-old expert girls on the track. Got Elin McCulley Duncanson. Chaotic Kendall leading the way around corner number 2. Got the F ride, a Little Red sitting on the 2 spot. The Avocado Duncanson on the 3. In and out of corner number 3 they go. Elin leading the way, bringing it home. She's going to pick up the 1 today. McCulley going to grab the 2. Duncanson with the 3. 15-16 expert girls got White, Hanson, Stokel, Boker, Bolin, Henry, Leach. It's Boker out front. White sitting on the 2 spot. Henry, Stokel, 3 and 4. Points are all messed up in this one as they round through corner number 3. The only thing I know for sure is Boker is going to pick up the overall win today. White skying it up. I think it cost her. I think Stokel crossing second, White crossing 3rd. Good luck figuring out the points on that one. 7-year-old experts on the track got Simmons, Kurth, Buford, Smith. It is the 15 ride out front. That's Simmons leading the way. Got the 53 bike of Buford on the 2 spot. Smith on the 3. What you see is what you're going to get as we round through corner number 3. Simmons leading the way, bringing it home. He's going to get the overall win today. Buford going to get the overall 2. Smith with the overall 3. 8-year-old experts on the track. Escalona, Stopka, Ortiz, Ray, and Swanson. Level Up Colors leading the way down the 2nd straight. That's Escalona. Ortiz on that 2 spot. The 62 Ray on the 3. Heading down through corner number 3. It's going to be Escalona leading the way. He's going to cross first. Ortiz crossing second. Ray crossing 3rd. 9-year-old experts on the track. Engbird, Mullins, Simon, Bauman, Peterson, Brutzman, Vanderhayden, and Kozitsa. Merit Prize full tilt color sitting 1 and 2. It's Vanderhayden out front. Brutzman on the 2 spot. The 16 ride of Kozitsa on the 3. Those 3 are a 2-4-6. Same order as rounds 1 and 2 as they bring it on home. Vanderhayden going to pick up the win today. Brutzman with the 2. Kozitsa with the 3. 10-year-old expert got Simmons, Caulfield, Sorensen, Burke, Zink, Albers, Grahams, and Baden. Heading down the 2nd straight, it is the neg 12. Graham Burke out front. Got to have Caulfield on that 2 spot. Zink on the 3. Burke leading the way wire to wire, looking to wrap up a perfect day. He's going to pick up the overall win. Caulfield going to get the overall 2. The 12 ride of Zink going to cross third. 11-year-old experts on the track, Cologne, Lorenzer, Hoff, Michaels, and Falkowski. It's the monster, Marshall Falkowski, leading the way through corner number 2. Got Hoff sitting on the 2 spot. The 36 of Michaels on the 3. Heading down around corner number 3. It's all Falkowski out front, bringing it home. He's going to grab up the win today. The 3 of Hoff with the overall 2. The 36 ride of Michaels with the 3. Main moto number 54 on the track. We got Larson out front leading the way down the 3rd straight. Hertz sitting on that 2 spot. Gunnarsson Molitor knotted up coming into it, so Larson going to pick up the win. Hertz going to grab the 2, and the state 2 bike of Gunnarsson with the 3. 13-year-old experts, this one's a 2-4-6 total point race. Tyson skying it up into corner number 2. He's out front, got the 8 ride of Swanson on the 2 spot. Shellbach on the 3. What you see is what you get. Tyson going to pick up the overall win. Swanson with the overall 2. Shellbach with the overall 3. 14-year-old expert locking in Alba, Bowman, Tyson. Tyson out on point into corner number 2, locking in on that 2 spot. The 7 ride Bowman on the 3. It's a 2-4-6-8 total point race, bringing it on down the final stretch. Tyson going to pick up the win, locking in with the 2. Bowman with the 3. Bowman going to cross 3rd, getting the overall 2. Locking in going to cross 2nd with the overall 3. 16-year-old expert, Hampton, Kondrowski, Garga, Swenson, Bowman, Stokel, Edner. It's Kondrowski out front, leading the way around corner number 3. Stokel on that 2 spot, bringing it home. Kondrowski crossing 1st, Stokel crossing 2nd, the 31 of Bowman crossing 3rd. 17 to 20-year-old expert, Robinson, Bleichner, Blummer, Myers. It's the Beast Blummer out front, leading the way, coming down the 2nd straight. Robinson on the 2 spot, Myers on the 3. Heading down into corner number 3. Ameriprise Full Tilt Colors leading the way, coming down the final stretch. Blummer sitting on 4 points. He's going to cross 1st, picking the overall 2. Robinson going to cross 2nd with the overall 1. Myers picking up the overall 3. 36, 40-year-old expert, Hall, Smith, Welter, Bruniger, Brotzel. Coming down the 2nd straight, it is Welter out front. Hall sitting on that 2 spot. The 13 ride of Bruniger on the 3. Down around corner number 3 we go. Ameriprise Full Tilt Colors bringing it home. It's going to be Hall crossing 1st, picking up the overall 2. Welter crossing 2nd with the overall 1. Bruniger crossing 3rd. Not going to finish the day there, though. 51-55 expert, last rack of Sunday Funday racing. Last rack of Sunday racing before our fall season. This is McAllister out front, leading the way into corner number 3. Gustafson sitting on that 2 spot. Miller on the 3. Bringing it on home. McAllister going to pick up the overall win today. Gustafson the overall 2. Miller with the 3. That's going to do it for us for a Sunday Funday. Look around your area. Any garbage